Hello friends and comrades. In this video I'm going to tell you about what happened to Hololive China after their termination from Hololive and where are they now. If you don't remember what happened and why are they terminated, then please allow me to explain. Back in the day, in the late 2020, Coco and Hachema decided to livestream their YouTube live analytics, where they said the word Taiwan. And Coco and Hachema haven't made any political statements, but because they said the word Taiwan, the entire China got pissed and tried to destroy them from the inside and out. If you want to hear the whole story, there are many great videos on YouTube who will explain the entire situation. And of course we know what happened after. Coco graduated, the entirety of Hololive China was terminated, and right now China forbids any Hololive member to collab with any brand that comes from China. But the worst part in this entire situation is how the main perpetrators actually came from Hololive China branch. But when the agency discovered all of that, they were immediately terminated. And in this Garden of Eden there are 4 snakes. So let's start with public enemy number 1, Artia. Artia was the main perpetrator in this story and the biggest traitor to Hololive. And she did many awful things, for example, harassing other Hololive members, encouraging antis to continue attacking and spamming, spreading the Chinese propaganda, encouraged doxing of Hololive members and many other awful things. On the surface, she hid herself between this face of professionalism. She stated that in her community nobody is allowed to talk about politics, and politics have no place in her community, and also they have no place in the community of other Hololive China members. But we know that that isn't simply true. I mean, she's the one who participated in the Facebook event where they attacked the Taiwan, and she was extremely proud because even their newspaper talked about her. I mean, she's also the one who watched that Chinese propaganda movie Wolf Warrior together with Doris, so you can see what sort of person she actually is. After her termination, she reincarnated as Hekatia, and she was able to find a small success, but that didn't last for long. Now, I am not really allowed to reveal the reason why, but apparently her family lost a shit ton of money and she decided to do something very stupid. She live streamed her face on the internet, and the majority of the leftover community she had turned against her because of her looks. Many people in the underground VTuber community made fun of her for being ugly, and she basically passed the path of no return. So in the end she decided to graduate and step away from the internet. And the people rejoiced, especially the ones who wanted justice for Coco, because while Artia was falling, K-san was celebrating her 1 million subscriber milestone and also getting her new 3D live model. She was also the most super chatted person of the month. And in the eyes of the people, this was the completion of the story. The villain was defeated and the great hero rose from the ashes to reclaim her place once again. I also heard from some people that she wanted to reincarnate once again, and I was actually able to find her channel, but right now that channel is deleted, so she is probably bullied off the internet once again. Now, even though I absolutely agree that she deserved everything that happened to her, I don't want you guys to go around and harass her. And also don't harass any members I'm going to talk about in this video. The next member on our chopping block is Civia. After her termination, she quickly reincarnated on Bilibili, where she was able to find a relatively okay success. I blurred her informations because I didn't want to dox her, but from the analytics you can see that she is doing fine. She hasn't been in any sort of drama, and she basically moved away from her Hololive persona and the things that happened. So in the end she stepped away from her Hololive China friends and just started doing her own thing in the end. Next one is Doris, and her career is basically dead. She didn't reincarnate and she also didn't make any sort of move on the internet, so I don't have many information to report on. Next one is Rosalyn, who was also one of the contributors when it comes to spamming, is still active to this day on Bilibili. She has a relatively okay success, and she is also the first one to reincarnate. Just like Civia, in the end she drifted apart from her Hololive persona and started doing her own thing. The next person is Yugary, and she's actually innocent in this entire situation. Throughout the whole spamming and harassment, she stayed silent and didn't contribute to the drama. She was also harassed by other Chinese Hololive members because she didn't want to join. The main reason she is Taiwanese. But her situation is an unfortunate one. After her termination, she was reincarnated as a V singer called Curry under this Chinese company belonging to Shanghai Media. This company is also the reason she got her new 3D model, and she was also able to participate in 2020 Beijing Olympics. But in the end, the company got fucked by their parent company because the company wasn't making enough money, so she had to graduate. In the end, she returned to her original channel where she releases songs to this day. And this situation is really sad because she got terminated right before she got her 3D live model, and she also knew how to speak English and she had a huge English audience. But in the end, all we can do right now is to support her. And to finish this video on the positive note, the last one is Echo or Speed Echo. Throughout this situation she stayed absolutely neutral and didn't contribute to the drama, which is probably the smartest thing she did, and I see her as innocent. She also reincarnated in Bilibili where she became huge. Compared to her other Hololive China members, she's the biggest one and found the biggest success. Her videos get shit ton of views and she has a lot of followers. She also has a small YouTube channel as well. And she seems to be enjoying her new persona. So in the end, 3 Hololive ex-China members found success while the other ones didn't. They all drifted apart from their Hololive China persona and started doing their own things. I am not sure if any of those 4 members I mentioned are still a part of the harassment campaign except for Artia, because she's the only one who has the reason to continue. But many of the groups who harassed Hololive back in the day are still active even today. I mean, you can still see them in Fabuki's chat. This is all the information I was able to get for now. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Take care.